She never thought scheduling service calls or sales leads in a home service business would be so difficult. After all, the calls are inbound, and the people calling are already looking to schedule for a service call or a free proposal for work they've already decided they might like to have done. But these customers don't seem to want to pay a diagnostic fee or a trip charge or a service fee. They seem to want everything for free. And even if we send someone for free or include the diagnostic fee in the cost of the repair, they still want to know a ballpark of what every last thing is going to cost. We hear the words, "Let me think about it, I'll call you back." And we know that this potential customer is lost forever. They're highly likely to have the work done, but it won't be by us. Why does this seem to feel so much harder than it ought to? And if we are able to schedule the call for the customer, for a member of our field staff, the cycle seems to begin all over again, as we seem to face similar types of challenges on our service calls and our sales leads. The enormous amount of time, resources, and energy required to invest in and implement our strategy, both inside the facility on the phones and in the field on our calls, is nearly overwhelming. Our team members aren't typically lazy, defiant, and most certainly are not stupid. The challenge is they are busy and they are overwhelmed. And as our team becomes more and more busy and overwhelmed with the work itself, it becomes clear that most of them are playing not to lose rather than playing to win. This does not make our team bad people or bad employees, but we are losing the battle of effective communication. There are rules for solving the challenge of implementation, and most of us are unknowingly ignoring these rules. My name is Doug Wyatt, and we're Synergy Learning Systems, and we've invested the past 2 decades perfecting the art of effective communication in home service businesses. And one of the rules we share for solving the challenge of implementation is that the words we share matter. If you've ever attended one of our live events, you've heard me pose the following question: what if our prospects had a dial? Over the course of my career, I have been in numerous types of business and influence, and I've experienced what it's like to face rejection thousands upon thousands of times. The fact of the matter is, rejection is hard. And it seems it's almost impossible to not take rejection personally. And unless we're just a glutton for punishment, most of us want to avoid that feeling of being rejected. And because of this, here at Synergy, a number of years ago, we created a unique way of easing the fear of being rejected with an analogy we refer to as the dial. The question I like to pose to our audience is, what if we could see into our prospect's head and actually know what they're thinking? I mean, can you imagine if we had this type of superpower when we're visiting with our potential customers, either in person or on the phone? And what if there was a dial showing us how close or how far away the prospect is from choosing us? What if we could see how every word or phrase was impacting their decision to trust us or to choose us? What if we could see the dial was getting closer to yes or no at any given time? This would be like the ultimate cheat code in a video game. Well, we believe we've done something nearly identical to that. And a program that we've created is now going viral as it sweeps across the country. We refer to this program as the Wordsmith. This is what we like to call an exercise in verbal gymnastics to create desired results. And the crazy thing is, we won't actually require a dial. We must simply focus on sharing the specific words that resonate with both the conscious and subconscious mind of the person we're presenting our products or services to. And when we do this, sales resistance begins to just melt away. So as we like to say, the words we share matter. Recently, Jessica attended one of our live events and experienced our wordsmithing program firsthand. She sent us this letter just 2 weeks after her game-changing experience. After attending one of your training events, I immediately put what I had learned about wordsmithing into practice when communicating with my customers. I started swapping words and phrases just as you recommended. I implemented what you shared in both my verbal and written communication. It's only been a couple of weeks, but I've noticed a significant change in how my customers are reacting. Personally, I haven't had one customer deny a visit to their home in that time. Synergy's training has really helped us to focus on the words we're sharing and how we're communicating with everyone around us. Wow. Thank you, Jessica, and congratulations. She hasn't lost a single call in her first 2 weeks back on the phones after training. That's pretty impressive. Jessica is a perfect example of someone who decided to embrace the rules of effective communication and is immediately working to solve the challenge of implementation in her business. In the near future, we'll be putting this viral wordsmithing program on display as we host a powerful online training event. We won't be selling anything. We won't be making any offers. This live online event will be comprised of nothing but award-winning content, no games, no gimmicks, just added value to you and your business. And the way we communicate with our potential customers will either inspire them to choose us or drive them to continue shopping or calling around. So let's get registered and prepare to be enlightened and entertained with an exercise and verbal gymnastics to create desired results. I've been studying the psychology of influence for roughly 30 years, and I have personally found and proven that the words we share do in fact matter. While the vast majority of consumers have been led to believe they should be seeking the cheapest price, we believe it's our duty to effectively and honestly persuade them that receiving the overall most value is what matters most. And in order to do that, we recommend becoming a masterful wordsmith. If you're interested in taking your career and your ability to influence with integrity to new heights, simply click the button below to get registered. Complimentary online seating is limited, and clients would recommend investing just a moment right now to reserve your spot before it's too late. We look forward to serving you on the inside.